Hey folks, welcome back to another track guide. Today we are at Okayama in the Formula Ford. As always, it's a fixed setup. We're in the usual race conditions for this week, and I haven't touched the brake bias. Good luck out here this week. Great track for racing, lots and lots of fun. If you find it useful, please do give it a like. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, please do subscribe and drop me a comment. Let us know how you're getting on with your practice. Let us know if you've got any questions. Have a good one. See you later. Okay, here's my breakdown on my 1 minute 37.887 here at Okayama in the Formula Ford. Usual brake bias, the default one. We're in the race conditions for the week, so the weather and track conditions are all accurate. So we're approaching the first turn in. We're ignoring the shadow cast from the bridge. We can't rely on shadows. You can see on the right there, we've got a blue cone. And then on the track ahead of us, sort of in line with that cone, are some pretty clear skid marks. We're going to use that as our braking marker just a touch before, and we're going to keep the car out to the left and we're going to come down to second gear, but we're going to come down second gear slowly. We don't want to over engine brake the car and we don't want to spin up the rears. So now we're down to second, and then we're back on the gas at the apex and we're pushing out wide. Notice how little steering angle we've got. That's because we kept our entry nice and wide. Now we're throwing the car out to the right as far as we can. And then at the start of this green curbing here, that's my signal to drop out of the accelerator. Just a little touch on the brakes, nothing too heavy. And then we're going to turn the car in towards the inside curb. And then once we're on the curb, we're clear to put our foot down, make the exit. It's very difficult to carry the speed round there, but that's what it's all about. You need to minimize the brake and just get the timing right. It's going to take some repetition, but it's there. So at this point, I'm already looking at the left. We've got some sandy dirt up on the left here. And just as that's starting, we are going to brake again in a straight line on the outside of the track, and we're going to come down to second again. And the idea with this corner is that just when the sandy discoloration comes onto the track itself, we're going to start our turn in. We're looking up around the corner on the inside, and we really want to try and catch our apex point here, where you can see cars have been over this red and white curbing. This is our apex point. This is our closest approach. And notice how I'm building the accelerator quite gradually here. What I don't want to do is understeer the car out deep into the track, because that's a longer route. We're better off gradually building the accelerator, keeping the car tighter for longer to the inside, shortening the route up the hill. And then we're basically just full pelt down this long back straight. And we're looking for this 100 board here. And just on it, we're going to start our braking and we're going to come all the way down to first. The only thing we're going to do is delay our turn down to first gear so we don't overslow our approach into the corner. So we're down to second and then we're waiting. Then we're into first. Now we're fully out of the brakes and the car's rotating. We're keeping the car tight to the inside. We don't really want to exit all the way out to the left. We could, in theory, carry a little bit more speed and get the car another half a width over to the left. But that's actually going to hamper our transition into the next left hand because we need to move the car over to the right now. And then just as the dirt starts, we're just going to drop out the gas. We're going to just give it like 10% of brake very briefly and initiate our turn in right on that dirt patch there. Now you could do this in second and in theory carry a little bit more speed in, but the problem with second is it's going to cause you to potentially miss your exit. It's very difficult to keep the car on the track on exit here. So I found that actually just losing that tiny bit of speed by staying in first gear on entry allows us to power out of that corner with confidence and build up some good strong speed. There's no danger of us having to lift halfway around the corner. This is ideal. So we're turning it right in tight, building up that accelerator nice and confidently, and we're coming out really wide. And then we're going to use the end of this curb as our turning point. And again, a little bit of brake, a little bit more than the last corner, but just a little bit, 20% for a brief period onto the inside. You can actually go over the red and white curbing here a little bit. It's permissive and there is a bit of grip there, but we want a late apex. Very easy to run out of exit here. Very easy for the car to get a little bit upset if you hit the curb a little bit too hard. So 50 board is our next marker. We're going to come all the way down to first. Turn in at the last second. I was a little bit keen on the accelerator here initially. I mean, what really you want to do is just build it up slowly. I corrected there. Out to the left. And I'm out of the accelerator. Basically towards the end of the wall there on the right. We've got a little bit of brake, barely touching the brake. Ultimately, we just want to try and carry as much speed around this bit as we can. So there's a little bit of brake. There was a little bit of sort of neutral driving there, which I'm not a fan of, you know, driving without any brake or any accelerator. But in this instance, it just helped me carry that bit of speed around the corner without pushing the car off balance. And then we're up through the gears. And we've got a tricky blind right. It's full throttle. So just after this tower on the left here, we're going to tip the car in. We're going to get up to third. Just take a little bit of that curb there. We don't want to go over it. But the idea is we want to exit right at the end of the red and white curbing here, right onto the green. And then at the end of the green curbing, we're going to brake in a straight line down towards the end of the sandy patch just off the side of the track there. And that's when we're going to turn in. So we're braking. Then we're down to second, then we're turning in. We're trying to be as light on the brake as we can to carry as much speed around there as possible. Pick up the apex, have enough to make that exit. You can use the green past the red and white curbing. And that concludes our 1 minute 37.887 here at Okayama in the Formula Ford. Hope you found it useful. If you did, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe for more track guides in the rookies this season. Drop us a comment down below, let us know how you're getting on. If you've got any questions, if you need any help, please do drop me a line. And don't forget to grab the ghost car from the website. The link should be on screen now. Have a good one, and hopefully I'll see you out there on the track. Cheers.